Welcome, everybody, to something brand new and historic. The 12-team college football playoff is here. And an exciting new wrinkle, these first-round games are on campus in front of hyped-up and partisan crowds. Two teams battling for the right to move on to the quarterfinals. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Tulane's offense will get the first swing today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start. Kirk, so much for this offense and his whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. To throw, it's Thompson. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Green Wave. It was a foot race and he won it. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Point after, knocked right through. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Spins away from the defender. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Man, this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short game. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. To throw, it's Leonard. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10 now. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Tulane 14, Notre Dame 3.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Hughes. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Wave. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. It's caught downfield. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always
looking to make a play deep downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That's just great execution by this offense. The quarterback needs time on that post route. And I'm impressed by this receiver. I didn't know if he'd be able to get clear on that post, but he does. Lined up on the right side. Quarterback and he have worked on this all week to be able to find that route and that timing. This time they hit it for a touchdown.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First down here for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And it's Tulane on top right now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Important second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Thompson. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Snags the quick throw. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. It was a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Field goal tried, no good. But there's a flag down.
Personal
Could
foul.
get another try.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A costly special teams penalty. Comes the offense back on the field. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. They're going to run it here. You know, make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
10.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short...
And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. To the air, it's Leonard. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
18.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff to the right side. That run moves the ball across the 40. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And he boots it high into the air. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's Leonard. He'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. 4th down, he's throwing for it. That's a bullet over the middle. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He makes the grab. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Shotgun formation here on third down. Caught near the goal line. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So no gain on second down. Now it's third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. Incomplete. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And he'll drop back here on third down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. They'll kick it off to begin the second half.
Set to kick off.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. That's an important first down on that running play. Quarterback still with the football. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
At the 42-yard line. Second down.
They call the counter run here. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out.
It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
At the 16-yard line.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And he's tackled after the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Bringing you back, it's Young. To be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it to the left. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about.
Hold it.
So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down after that previous play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Yeah, you simply cannot hit the quarterback like that. He got caught red-handed. First down and 10. And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Oh, the spin move, and he's got some space here. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Still plenty of life left. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
32.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Jukes to get free. Breaks the tackle. Gets into the clear. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
It's a quarterback keeper. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he get there on the ground? The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down. The clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And it's Tulane on top right now, Kirk. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here will be from 60. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the 1st down.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. It's a draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw. It's Thompson. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and he flat dropped it. He's going to bring up third down for this offense.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Thompson. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Oh, and it's intercepted. He went way up to grab that.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And off in a single back formation. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
32 on to punt it away.
Oh, it's a fake direct snap trying to run for it. And the fake doesn't work. Will the head coach pay for that decision? Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. And now the offense will take over in good position. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And he spikes it to stop the clock. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Thompson. He pulls in the catch. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Crowd trying to help out here on 4th down. Lets it fly out of the wide out. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape, and down he goes. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.